We got Odin here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was managing Steeler at the time.
Okay.
And it was either you or your brother came to my office at Beverly Hills knocking on the door with your demo tape. And if you don't remember that, it must be your brother.
It might have been Jeff.
Yeah.
It might have. I don't remember. I don't personally remember. It was probably Jeff.
I may still have that in a box somewhere with the
Wow.
handwritten Odin logo.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like Jeff.
Yeah,
You know?
Jeff.
That sounds like Jeff, for
I think
sure.
that was Jeff.
Yeah, but I think it was Jeff too because he loved Steeler too.
Yeah.
He was real.
Oh my God, Steeler.
Yeah.
We used to go.
We used to go see you guys
Yeah.
here, right here.
Here, and
I think you did two shows here once.
Right.
And we later, Odin later, copied that and we did 2 shows in one night.
That's right. That's
Remember?
right.
And we go, we want to do that because Steeler did it.
Well, I remember we were talking about how Yngwie's first American show was at the Troubadour with Steeler, and that was mind-blowing. I was with Jeff then too, you know.
Who else was on the bill that night? Do you remember?
Wow, that's a good question.
That is a good one.
I don't remember. Wow.
But
Now,
what
that would
great
be-
Troubadour shows back then.
That would be amazing if I remembered that.
Yeah. No, it was a little earlier before that. But I remember Wasp doing the blood drive shows
Yeah,
there.
yeah, we did that.
I still have that poster somewhere.
Yeah.
The Give Blood poster.
You know, that was actually kind of a turning point for us. I mean, we really, you know, from then on, we were kind of turned into a headliner shortly thereafter. I mean, it was a, you know, kind of a big deal to do that gig.
Chris Holmes was a good friend of ours, and
That's
he used
what
to
I
come
hear.
to our rehearsals all the time, and he really took to my
You
brother.
rehearsed right over there in Glendale or Burbank? Where were the rehearsals?
Glendale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he got us the show. He put us on that
That's
bill.
right. Yeah.
And after that, I mean, we even had on our rider, we had a bottle of vodka and a grapefruit juice on the rider for Chris. Because he would, that's all it was for. You know, that's Chris's, because he would come to our shows.
Right.
So we owed him a lot because he really opened the door. And you're right, that show, after that show, then we became a strong opener and then headliner shortly after.
Well, we're reminiscing about the country club, and I just drove by it the other day, and I almost missed it. I'm like, how can you even imagine what went down near the corner of Sherman Way and Reseda? Was it Canby? Is that the cross street or one of those streets there? And you look at that street and you remember people lined up, and the back parking lot was filled, and inside, I was just reminding him, it was the highest stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
you,
way
you,
up
You
there.
felt like you were at the Forum when you got on
true.
stage at the country club.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
What a great venue.
I remember being on stage, and we had sold that place out several times. And I remember being on stage, and the balcony
it
was
bounced.
actually bouncing. And I'm watching it while playing. I'm like, oh my God, there's going to be like a collapsed balcony.
We're going to be on the 6 o'clock news.
I'm going to witness like this massive casualty. But I mean, hey, you remember the country club was so fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
and
she had dressing rooms. I mean, you felt like a damn rock star over there.
And then you had the private area to watch the show. Remember they had that balcony, and fuck man, and the people that backstage. Oh yeah, Dio and
Yeah.
Rat, everybody
Motley
back
Crue,
there.
everybody, Metallica,
Yeah.
everybody's there.
It's crazy.
that was such a fun time.
Yeah.
But about
It was actually, I guess, a country club before that. Wolf and Rissmiller took it over, but there were real country bands out there. Yeah, I remember it opened. It was like New Year's Eve, and what would that have been? 81, maybe? 81 New Year's Eve or 82. It was like the motels opened it or something, and then yeah, it was just on, man. It had a big part of the LA rock scene. You know, of course we had the Roxy and the Troubadour and the Whiskey, but you know, it really spread it out. It made it seem like it wasn't just a Hollywood scene.
right. You know what's funny is I was just having deja vu, Sean, because I was looking at that, and I'm seeing Odin up there, and we had a full billboard for our album. For Don't Take No for an Answer, and it was up there for quite a while. Yeah. So many years ago. That was like 30 years ago. Or something
Somebody
like that.
carved our name into the front of the building in there on one of the bricks. It's carved the
Oh,
logo.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, but we're
We love that. I got another trip down memory lane. I actually produced the show. It was 84. It was up at the Starlight Amphitheater, and it was Rough Cut, White Sister, Malice, Hellion, and Pandemonium. I don't know if any of you guys were there. Jack Russell was there. Don Dokken was there. It was.
It was very highly.
It was around. It was right after. I remember Dio had just played with Whitesnake open at Irvine Meadows. And of course, Wendy Dio had rented. Def Leppard had like stage with the ramps, and it was just in storage somewhere in L.A. And she rented it for him for Rough Cut that night. So Rough Cut is running up and down these ramps. You know,
That's awesome.
highlight balls.
Fun.
I vaguely remember that actually. Yeah. I mean, I
We
totally.
called it the L.A. Metal Fest or
That's
something,
cool.
You know.
That's cool.
But yeah, we went down and advertised on KMET. I remember bringing cash down there and being in a room with Jeff Gonzer and a little greenery being passed around. And, you know, it was like, wow, this really is the Mighty Met. I mean, I was listening to an interview with Jim Ladd the other night talking about how crazy freeform radio was. Every night, every shift, they'd play whatever they wanted to play. And
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
KNAC,
Yeah.
God bless them.
yeah,
You know?
I remember hearing.
K West. I mean, we
Yeah.
had like 5 stations in town.
I remember hearing Odin on KLOS, which is insane.
And K-Rock, remember when K-Rock was running out of the house over in Pasadena? Jim, Fraser Smith was telling the story of David Lee Roth climbing up the side of the building to sneak in the window to make sure,
Yeah.
climb up to the second floor and make sure they had the new Van Halen demo.
That's so awesome.
Those great stories.
And of course, Perkins Palace down the way. I know you guys got some history there. What's your greatest memories of Perkins Palace?
Well, I remember playing and then having to get up and go to classes because I was still in high school. But
that was our first like big venue show.
Okay.
I think we played with Armored Saint, and that was like our first. I don't really remember the show because I was like in a bubble. I was kind of like, wow, this is cool. But that was pretty much the first big.
that's true.
Big stage
Yeah,
we played on.
and it was packed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It was packed.
Awesome show.
Yeah.
It could have been on a Tuesday night and people came out.
Yeah,
right.
Gina
Lined down the
Zamparelli.
block.
That was Gina, right?
Yeah, it was Gina.
Yeah. So she was great, you know.
We did 2 shows there.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the middle of so much history. Gazzari's right next to us.
Yeah, played there many
Yeah.
times. Matter of fact, our last 2 shows was at Gazzari's. We did 2 nights at Gazzari's for our last 2 gigs.
The giant billboard on the side of the building.
Yeah, the Star.
Godfather. What's your best memories of the Godfather?
Oh, just being down in his office partying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like he treated
That
us
guy
great.
is a one of a kind. I mean, for real. I mean, he's like old school Hollywood. Like they don't make it like that anymore.
man.
When
He's like Milton Berle and Soupy Sales.
exactly of rock and roll. They broke the mold. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, everything got so corporate, you know.
Yeah.
Now we've lost the Universal Amphitheater.
I know, it's sad. And we're going to lose Irvine Meadows.
We're going to lose Irvine. We're going to go out with a bang here.
Yeah, that is sad, but you know, hopefully something better. I mean, what's going to happen after that? I mean, what are they going to put there? I don't even know.
Well, they're building condos.
Only?
Yeah, they're not building another Irvine Meadows. Yeah, that's all they're doing there. It's crap.
What can you say about your friend Mark Tureen? What makes Mark tick? Why is he one of a kind?
Oh, Mark's just Mark, man. He's a machine, and what I like about Mark is well, one thing about him is his talent level is ridiculous. I mean, the guy, you can't take that away from him at all. But he's truly, honestly, like one of the few people I know who that I kind of qualify into the artist category, and that's what makes him tick. I mean, it's emotion, passion, and it's just how he rolls. You know,
Mark's a total pro. I mean, I toured with these guys, subbing for Chad for like a month or whatever it was, and we did a bunch of shows out of state. And the guy is like always on. He gives it 100%. And it doesn't matter if we're playing in front of 5 people or 5,000. I mean, for real.
If you're there, you might as well bring it.
We even wrote a tune and recorded together, and he was it was great. It was like a real pleasure, you know. So yeah.
He's a great guy. You know, he's a lot of fun, and it's like I said, he's an artist. You know,
For sure.
Well, thanks for keeping it alive, man. We're talking about the decline of his reputation. You know, it lives on in infamy.
That's right.
We know Chris Holmes is getting asked this question in the south of France right now.
That's right. That's right. Chris is. Well,
Are you the pool boy?
I'll give you some background on that. Here's a funny story. When we were shooting the hot tub scene, getting drunk. Chris was already there partying with us, and then they went and shot that scene. So we're kind of responsible for Chris's condition.
I know.
I forgot about that. I was so fucked up.
He does say he thought the interview was going to be the next day, and they said, no, we're on the way right now. Where do you want us to come?
Yeah, he was.
And by the way, we want your mom in the interview.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's so awesome.
All right, man. We'll go see you guys at Irvine. Always good. Thanks so much.